among others, I could not bring the actual Nutcracker head. So we're missing some key components here. The Nutcracker is not here. The Sugar Plum Fairy, Clara. So whatever could fit in my car, that's what I brought. We are going to start with, the Nutcracker starts with a party. And the party is hosted by the main character, Clara's parents. So here I present to you the host and the hostess. Now, they live in 1892. So this was the fashion in 1892. You can see the host is wearing a jacket with tails. Nowadays, they still wear tuxedos with tails. He wears a chabot around his neck. Very nice. And he's clad in velvet. The hostess is wearing a princess-style dress, which is also in fashion nowadays, with a long train. And you always need to be very careful with these dresses so you don't trip on the train. She also has on the jewelry that her husband has given to her during all the Christmases that they've been together. So she's wearing her emeralds and her diamonds. Thank you very much, host and hostess. We have some dolls in Act 1 of the Nutcracker. Right now we're going to present to you the doll. She is a wind-up doll, so in her back there's a key, and you wind her up with the key. And the doll is wearing a nice taffeta and lace dress, and underneath she's showing you her petticoat. Back in those days, you didn't wear, thongs and bikinis, but you wore petticoats. Good. Can you turn around so we can see the key? That's it, good. And she always has a smile on her face and two cute little dimples. Very nice. Thank you very much, doll. Can we have a big hand for the wind-up doll? The next doll that's in the production is a Harlequin doll. And in the production they're called flirts. There's a girl flirt and a boy flirt. So this doll, the Harlequin doll, has a fluorescent dress on, and she is covered in pompons on her skirt, in the front, on her hat. That's it, good. She has a little tutu underneath her dress. Thank you very much. After the party, the guests leave, and it gets very dark in the house, all the lights go out, and what happens is the toys come to life, and the mice come to have a feast with all the sweets that were left. So here we have Mouse. I want you to know that he's a mouse, but anyway, can you stand up please and do some mousy jumps? That's it. So he's in a cute little jumpsuit with gray velvet. That's what we call that material. That's it. Good. Thank you. And the leader of the mice is the Mouse King. So here we have the Mouse King head only, and the Mouse King head has a crown on it with jewels. Yes. So you can see the Mouse King is definitely in charge. Can we have a big applause for the Mouse King and the mice? The toy Nutcracker transforms at night. He transforms into a prince. And here we have the prince. The top of the prince in ballet is called a tunic. So it's not a shirt, it's a tunic. And here the prince, exactly, his tunic is finished off in silver. Very nice. Can you turn around so we can see your sleeves? Very nice. Thank you, Prince. He's a very handsome prince, isn't he? Good. The prince leads Clara through the land of snow. And in the land of snow, she sees snowflakes. So here is a snowflake. We tried to bring her hair before she melted. And the snowflake wears a long tutu. A tutu that is long is called a romantic style tutu. Turn around, can we see your tutu? Good. And she has a little sparkling crown on her head. And before she melts, thank you very much. Can you give her a nice round of applause? After Clara travels through the land of snow, she goes to the land of sweets. And in the land of sweets, she is entertained by many, many, many sweets. Here we have the candy cane. Here's a candy cane sweet. And she has on a little tutu. What color is the candy cane? Red and white. Good. And she has on a red and white ribbon in her head also. And I certainly hope she's as sweet as a candy cane. Thank you, candy cane. Okay, next we have the Chinese variation. And the Chinese variation represents tea. Chinese tea. And she has a short tutu. These tutus are very expensive. This one costs $175. And one of the characteristics of the tutu, if you turn around, they always have butt ruffles. So you always see underneath on the panties that they have ruffles. Thank you, Chinese. The next variation is Arabian. The Arabian variation represents coffee. And here we have some very sinuous movements. So you can see the flow of his bombachi pants. If you notice the belts around his waist and his hips shakes when he does his movements. Thank you, Mr. Arabian. And next, from a very famous waltz of the flowers, we have a crystallized purple flower. And she also wears a romantic tutu. You can see the flowers on her sleeves and the leaves on her sleeves. Leaves are green. Thank you very much. So can we have all of you parade around? So Flower, can you start? Let's give them a last chance at the look of come around. So here we have Flower, Arabian, Chinese, Candy King, Snow, and the Prince, the Mouse King, and the Mice, and a Mouse, the Harlequin, and the Doll, and the Host and the Hostess. Thank you very much.